Hamlet. Hamlet Act 1 opens at the Elsinore Castle in Denmark. The atmosphere is tense as the kingdom mourns the recent death of King Hamlet. His widow, Queen Gertrude, quickly married Hamlet's uncle Claudius, who is now the new king. Claudius addresses the question of the young Fortinbras's proposed invasion. He says that he has spoken to Fortinbras' uncle, the King of Norway, who has made Fortinbras promise to halt any plans to invade Denmark. Prince Hamlet, the deceased king's son, is deeply affected by his father's death and his mother's hasty remarriage. He's in a state of melancholy and grief. The act introduces a supernatural element when guards on the castle battlements report seeing a ghostly figure that resembles the late King Hamlet. This mysterious apparition is witnessed by Hamlet's friend Horatio, who informs Hamlet about it. Intrigued and eager for answers, Hamlet joins the guards on the battlements to see if he can encounter the ghost. As they wait, the ghost reappears. Hamlet is both shocked and curious. The ghost beckons Hamlet to follow, and he does so. The ghost reveals itself to be the spirit of King Hamlet and discloses a shocking secret. He was murdered by Claudius, his brother. The ghost implores Hamlet to seek revenge against Claudius for this heinous act. This revelation sets the stage for the play's central conflict. Hamlet grapples with his duty to avenge his father's death while navigating the Danish court's complex political and personal dynamics. The act ends with Hamlet determined to fulfill his father's request for vengeance. This act establishes the foundation for the intricate web of deceit, tragedy, and moral dilemmas that will unfold in the subsequent actions of Hamlet. Act 2 begins as the king enlists the help of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, two of Hamlet's childhood friends, to uncover the cause of Hamlet's melancholy. They agree, although their loyalty lies more with the king than with Hamlet. Polonius, a royal counselor, increasingly worries about Hamlet's erratic behavior. He suspects it may be due to Hamlet's love for his daughter Ophelia. Polonius decides to use Ophelia to test this theory by arranging a meeting between them. King Claudius, Hamlet's uncle who has married Hamlet's mother after the previous king's death, is aware of the tension and keeps a close eye on Hamlet's actions. Polonius continues his attempts to decipher Hamlet's behavior. He engages in a humorous exchange with Hamlet, who responds with cryptic remarks and feigned madness. Hamlet devises a plan to confirm Claudius's guilt. He arranges for a group of actors to perform a play that mirrors the suspected murder of Hamlet's father. Hamlet watches Claudius closely during the performance to gauge his reaction. Act 2 delves deeper into Hamlet's internal struggles and the mounting tensions within the royal court. The play continues to explore themes of deception, betrayal, and the complexities of human emotion. Act 3 begins as the king and queen discuss Hamlet's behavior with his two childhood friends who say they have been unable to learn the cause of his melancholy. They tell the king and queen about Hamlet's enthusiasm for the traveling troupe. In a famous soliloquy, Hamlet expresses his inner turmoil. He is anguished by his inability to take decisive action against his uncle, who he believes murdered his father. Hamlet is frustrated with himself and reflects on the actor's ability to summon deep emotions, contrasting it with his hesitation. In a private encounter with Ophelia, Hamlet displays hostility, insults her repeatedly, and asserts that he never loved her. This further adds to the confusion and concern surrounding Hamlet's mental state. Having witnessed the encounter behind the tapestry, the king tells Polonius that Hamlet's behavior is not caused by love and that he should be sent to England. Still believing that the strangeness is caused by unrequited love, Polonius tells the king to send him to his mother's room after the play so he can observe him from hiding. The performance of the traveling troupe mimics the actual murder of the old King Hamlet, and after a while, Claudius rises and orders the play to end. The king retreats with his entourage, angry at the act. Hamlet and Horatio laugh together, sure now that the ghost is telling the truth. Hamlet confronts Gertrude in her chambers. Their heated conversation reveals Hamlet's deep-seated anger and Gertrude's genuine concern for him. Hamlet, believing he is confronting a hiding Claudius, impulsively kills Polonius. This act further complicates the already tense atmosphere. Act 3 is a pivotal point in the play, marked by Hamlet's deepening despair, strained relationships, and the tragic consequences of his actions. Act 4 begins with Hamlet dragging Polonius's body and hiding within the castle grounds. King Claudius, troubled by Hamlet's actions, learns from Gertrude the extent of Hamlet's deeds. He realizes that Hamlet poses a threat and decides to take action. Claudius commissions Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to find Hamlet and bring him to the king with instructions to handle him gently. They question him about the location of the body, and he remarks that it is up the stairs into the lobby. Back in the court of Denmark, we see Gertrude speaking with a gentleman who explains that Ophelia has gone mad. She is rambling nonsensically about her father and insisting on seeing Gertrude. The queen reluctantly admits Ophelia, who sings several simple and haunting songs, some of which are pretty bawdy. On his way to England under the escort of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, Hamlet experiences a dramatic turn of events. Pirates attack the ship, and Hamlet boards the pirate vessel in the ensuing chaos. Claudius has prepared letters asking the English king to kill Hamlet. Having discovered these letters, Hamlet switches them with a new set of orders that will have Rosencrantz and Guildenstern killed instead. On cue, a messenger arrives with word that Laertes has come to court with a mob of followers who wish to depose Claudius and make Laertes king. Laertes bursts in and tells his followers to wait outside. In a half-crazed state, he insists that Claudius give him Polonius. Just as Claudius is about to explain what he means, Ophelia enters again, bearing a bundle of flowers. The sight of his insane sister deeply grieves Laertes. Ophelia handles all those present gifts of flowers, each symbolizing a reproach to the receiver. She sings another song about her dead father and exits abruptly. After explaining the death of Polonius to Laertes, he and the king plot ways to have Hamlet killed. They devise a plan to have Hamlet drink from a poisoned cup and for Laertes to use a poisoned sword. Soon after, Gertrude enters with more tragic news. She says that Ophelia has drowned. She was watching Ophelia play in the branches of a willow by the water and was unaware of the danger when she fell in. Act 4 serves as a turning point, escalating the tension and conflict within the play. The act begins with Ophelia's funeral. Hamlet, deeply affected by her death, arrives at the scene and is overcome with grief when he realizes that Ophelia has died. Ophelia's brother Laertes is consumed by grief and confronts the priest during the funeral. He is further incensed when he discovers that Hamlet is present. A heated exchange ensues. Tensions escalate as Hamlet and Laertes engage in a duel. During the fight, they switch swords and his poisoned weapon wounds Laertes. In the chaos, the queen, Gertrude, having drank from the poisoned cup, collapses. Hamlet, Laertes, and Claudius all receive fatal wounds. In his dying moments, Laertes confesses the plot to Hamlet, revealing the poisoned sword and the poisoned wine prepared by Claudius. In a final act of revenge, Hamlet forces Claudius to drink from the poisoned cup. Claudius meets his end, fulfilling Hamlet's quest for vengeance. Amid this tragedy, Fortinbras, the Prince of Norway, arrives on the scene, witnessing the aftermath of the bloodshed. He is poised to take control of the kingdom. Act 5 is the culmination of the play's conflicts, bringing about the tragic demise of key characters and the resolution of Hamlet's quest for justice.